sana kada fatala wora la baraka
baraka bake jani akamunta janne luntangol be join lampe studio kono sain tenting fi ko janning wo janembe amat sana mi yalon ko tele mun former minister of finance janning ba sot la line auto si jibero ke ko la mi yalon ko wolle be dendim banko nyinna fanko nyinna bayri ya fale e ko draft estimate nyin ay mem bondi wolem kayitani ko jare sango man sakunda nyanda ko do mi yalon ko nyanda ka tama wala beta kanya na billion tan saba anen clemens yata wati ay wolem fendi mi yalon ko wolem expenditure nyinde wala to nyanda ko wona fulol le bonde pour ka tamandiro ke walla bar fen ko rengol bije mi yalon ko wolle be budget o nyin kono wala no banko nyin na fanko nyin kono kabirin alandita député nyaati ngol lokungol nyin lokungol mboda men kono mo jamal bije mi yalon ko e nyaku ya ka fa fan amu fennete mi yalon ko asiyata bak bayri kam men fo wala njulo mi yalon ko man sekunda e wolta bita fo dala ci billion woro wala ma fa wala mi yalon ko yewata no mo jamal yaaje e ka mo fennete mi yalon ko aman ko ma bayri na dapni mi yalon ko wala njuloti abasiya kam bakale mi yalon ko e ka wolta ka kabirin wato mi yalon ko man sekunda ko to nyi be president balo man sekundare kabri wato mi yalan ko inata kamunta wati jamal bije walantuma amma ni yalan ko wolle kadiyamu yela sulol yitande bake budget deficit ni wala julo mi yalan ko yewalta pour man sekunda ye fanyori wala kaje ko man kol soro dame pour isi futano
wo keta kutimi alongo ko afanya men budget nin ko budget wala masa kundae ferol melandi wala na flo melandi menyanta dépense la sango kono be nala men kono ni banta sango nala masa kundae ferol be landile ye kodol kasabi nyokan inata samba dibitel nyati lola bari wolle sembo soro ka fo tonya gambianol be nyine dépense la wala nyine be dépense la gambia la ko kunto wala gambia dingul be na fala soro la itelle o sembo soro bari bri okay di amo sharaba ke ko ya fo nyame jamaa fofan budget la mealon ko abijele pour ka mul ma ko mealon ko wolle be maralola soko masakunda bar ni ente nyinin ka na personal view kodo la siya wala ala doya mankumaya kodo nyi nyanta dunna mune kundo wala kumada bar fof banko dingul iba filla le ban wala iba kalamta le ban masakunda nyi men dépense wala masakunda melandi teng abentel na fala le ban wala kumata wala nyanda kala dibitel la do koti ko kundi niata ya landi nyato nyanta national interest le folo jubela janni ba fola nyi siata la wala man siya ye nyi landi jumala kunna wala jumani nyi ministry karbe mu nyi sorla ab nyi be mu sorla yimbe mu sorla andu abe dépense la nyaadile wo nyanta jubela bake janni be kodola siya wala ala tala ibo kumbola
abaraka bake akamanta ga honorable Ahmad Sane ga soro line auto nga dundi programme kon hello honorable
allo assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam baraka ka fudam fe programme auto nyame akamunta 2021 budget draft estimate jing afintita la lokun dantano komanto anu kabiring afintita ay même feature walanto men ngitandita je wala man sakunda be tamala men la o be jare sango même 2021 ti budget ni nata nun ko ye opportunity soro pour ka review ka jibe kuke budget ni yaaje nyaadi la
budget ding be anin be alhalo banko be jamano men honal halo men hono bi manyota na kole no nyin covid membe kere ay business all ye lockdown totally na hotel industry mantama and the till November the fala hotel industry nyanta follow le during October kana for May bari bangol melon ka tourism soto je all the lockdown also so mosaji ke dal industry this year also alala kitio ate kela ko la sala nyame so company fanang yemel ye lockdown yemel business all talata will be the okay na longko they are rolling in income secondable but name ma also to instead a taxol lapa womu pule di me longko amanke nyabo kote and I'm para bankola business community de matam.
Okay.
So like expenses for now, Frankie Jama expenses Jamale kije, and the capital project Jamale Frankie. I'm already to obey mu campaign rangleti. I said for the table. So Nimbebe bola dulol leto ka dulota over $7 billion dollars. Domestic and foreign debt. Puruka world finance. Adone all finance wala. Kujuro ejo. Ito don't need a 7 billion loan dollar. Last year about 6 billion, this year 7 billion. Alale along, but we need to continue the next what it will be in the next budget.
Honorable mo jamal bije mi yalan ko wal ga sulo soto men na wala banko nyin julo mi yalan ko wala na deputy accommodate kan nyame wala taw la fa kan nyame way mo jamal sula bake munen factual de cabinet budget nyi jibe munati na ba na dep ni memu julo nyinde abasela kam bake
ani yalo ni e fan gulen gi tan na me yalo ko a resource table ete ko ebe nyin silol do kula momam balan sila do kula bari silol do ko nyale bije an e ka so nyamen source of funding ebe soto kala dane pour ka won silol depart atara me tora me la banku ne on tora mol ka wole juve nyen capital projects ke no la long term short term treasury bills ebe ka la treasury bills floor la functional the treasury bills tanal bari obna mo ne wulola interest rates they follow la kasele forex fanam de selela inflation menala waka and then ave crowding out at la business is dual data bank ave pala la pour wole julo kazu ya jele ko bank ba jele la ko ni ya treasury bill sam risk to yeje manga kunda fo barolon fo dumale ko temmo ave julo ge jolale so wol bela podol kala wala to adum at the beginning, 2017, I think Nawole Kele Ruka reverse for interest rate jita, about 24%, kana 18%. So Molia Dikele no Anyanta continue le kaji, was business community dema as investment kafu, then employment sotono. But the policy strategy meant are fine, will be reverse le kela. Akele hotelol, dukulal, jamade sarla layoff him.
Honorable Jamaya for found Julo Kamen Foten water binola, Keta President Barotiba, Keta any other pass in the mail and Koinada President Julo to binola. Considering the situation Banco of Natural Resource Center Bulu, it as an economist, Masakunda Yante Camponi Lanyadile, Purka depth in Katala, Walla Kaba Abalikake in the near future.
I don't depth when you expenditure level. Real expenditure warranty kodi table foi dun tulola and nil abo ko elafta mengela dorong kata spending ke but the consequences of that expenditure massive expenditure ila haji te wano so banko mol nyanda jalar ko dun wala belari kunna and sama nindulo minai tora lale avela economy affect lale ko ay nindo ya jameta affect no nyame. So, in expenditure mantala, travel budget budget 376 million now. You have so many other things kije. But important expenditure now along for social sectors, health name. You make a drop towards minuscule. That is 33 million number, 32 million. Near the health sector, you be right around the country. Borol katu mangela, hospital consumables now come mangi. It's a mountain window. Illa agriculture, mainly recurrent cost leverage. They have 200 million also. Every 600 million get a president's office. Illa travel budget was almost equal to your agricultural investment. So it's a money invest generally. And Nico, Gambia, majority of the population, whether it's 85. More than 85% will pay the engagement and all that. So I say because this recurrent expenditure, just salary long and expenditure, office running costs and so on, we can get direct investment into agriculture. Most of the programs they will move on Oslela Demaroti. But you must have done Banco General Bank Dema.
Expenditure yemen for masakunda la depanso yo kumbo bakele ni adra ya fofan ko ni adra expenditure siata andum bankola soto bulo doyata abe mol avec la ni nata juruta la karola etamara masakunda ndam ma fanjuma nyole jubela pour ka expenditure cote
nyel mam parela costing kala because yekune bella benyen silora Gambia sola de silo men na jata. Bari ede mune ke no la ye soto ke pour ka woldo e tani man banko mol tora sam misal men naje e yalon telre be Gambia be least developing country le so la ninko ndel dia konga na capital o ngake part of the first world ngake ko New York benyame wara England benyame wala infrastructure ela buildings no ela systems no ya kadan chiwoke no bang ni budget ko no
ya fonu ila kuma kan
soto te mol bulu so mo ekela sen kanan ni ela sotola
ya fo ila kuma kan kon repeatedly ko tourism askeno nyinan ata bomla ka tambini sangol la aka kenu nyame banko nyikan revenue projection ka banko nyimbe men soro la jari sango ya project at around at least walantuma at least 12 billion ma fo ya project waldo do you see us achieving that goal natra nuko tourism sector continue to kakateng
walakin dem ko nyimbo jeta nin Gambia be alhalo men ko manyota tatu etela revenue be sources be jika ete sila ete jikala na ro bita mall for la lea ko al taxjo
okay
nim hotel men restaurant ay web nya pile kan al taxjo wara do kulan meliye bondi do ko lea ko halala income tax han bi alajo more realistic you know so nin dal safo dala manna banku de mala abe banko torala senno men sama abe banko torala
kabri munu minister ye police do bije mi yalon ko yade dai kamen commande vehicle police la mi yalon ko yafale no kabe man sakunda safe la 300 million ma fongola ngaje akamunta nyim budget do kono around 274 million ma fongola yewo abondi la pour ka lande vehicle maintenance anen ko wol membe dandi wala nyim police mi yalon ko ye wala draw memo vehicle police munati na man sakunda ma implement
Obe from a baron in Kakaron State House wale block. We were going to implement it. Parliament approval, cabinet approval. So ka implement it will look into the mall nyato. Palamta puruka implement. But more more is like Nanyala, Mansala, Motola, Mansala, Bari. How many people in the country will learn new facilities? Maybe a few people, not for that 1,000 pounds. Because if you say civil service 40,000, but if Pampola population is 2 million, so 1,960,000 young. Wol blana faleji e ka wole juwe
akamunda nyi wadi
ko do ko kala wollele wol pela niyo benyin mansa ko dara nyum budget totale
akamunda nyi wadi kono National Assembly ya fole ko 54 million million tallulu aninani ya wala fo ko be sulala wala ani ka claim fannambe na wala benefit pour ka je ko si bungolono la dinkral to mi yalon ko wolle be bulu anu mo jamal bije nyin ko nyin amang kontan bake nyin ko natala nun ko ya ko woni ya jibele National Assembly ñi loon mi yalan koy lafta ka wala ta wala ntu manata nun ko ya tala ya je ñadi la
ya lo ñe lo dilal me avogado dol to kontan la bari la jero ñim bojen na de ñamen expenditure sembo warsa
okay
député bung dona legislation lo mel bije fine Parcelam civil service loan program bije ni motor vehicle policy vehicle loans deal wala no wo be savings le create la government betel dum tonya lafta loans la lafta korgal do lafta ñin nim fu mo dal akoleatale Amraitel nyanta jubela senalal ni modol nyanta te pasol senkala nyat
foi
ni itelie fam follow jube ayata ri banko bla sotoma wara atusa banko molle wol si hakilo kitin
honorable are you disappointed that in fact the majority of the people who voted for this bill walanto men lafta ñi loan ñi na abote la parti la koné men support United Democratic Party mi yalon koy koytele sartol le soro mi yalon koy betiyada bakanu ni na financial discipline ko be kulu wona fele na fulo la tamandiro ka kanyam are you disappointed that majority of your names will be carte o fayle ka fako ñetambe
okay, me la voting pattern to be ma la voto, but niya ke la dalilo little leado, but it's la giroto. This is not the time. Me along go therefore it will be from in a position to benefit. A budget may alone is not realistic. A budget may alone go naja be bangko motora le sama. So ñemu kule dal del fanya ta jibela.
Janimbe bulala lainoto kabiring Mambure Njai memo Minister of Finance since he took over kabira place nyinta ka boyte bulu kana say na budget ni is it accelerating kata santo wala tuma ba jikan dumala.
Budget ni expenditure wol kay wol iba samakan santo le toro.
I'm sorry, madunga question on your reframe. Instead of saying budget, economy ni de banko ni na fanko. Is it aba accelerate kan kata santo walang aba betia kan neba walang tuma is sloping down aba jikan.
Walang economy ni. Economy don ba pula lenga 4% growth soto or 6% growth soto. But the growth factor there is mainly infrastructure like a boost package.
Okay.
Bari mola soto, especially Nita, Senala, La Carola, or Yamutala and so on. The ordinary man be, you want to be master to the Pumbola, you that letter, the Pancho Paleta. So among the for a more benefit to the extent for I am bonding Benun Yaming, I am Sotolafa, I Lafa, and
Baraka Baka, thank you so much for having you. Ngalam be sotla na subsequent program la pruka nyin ko nyin kacha bake ka Baraka Bake Honorable Ahmad Sane mi yalon ko amuno Minister of Finance banko jika ka fadange program to nyame ala Baraka Bake alnada program to nyame Honorable Madi Cité Honorable Sekuba Jajo alnada program to nyame hakamta Sekuba ankare to nyi len ka fa buka nyato mi rangote wala buka na juna anyway but thank you so much for coming. Baraka another program ro nyama appreciated really
Kabake Ebrima jara encore tan dafa nga tra la programme fe bi aga kudiamo banko be suwa banko mo lo suwa ngam moy ni ka kacha wala inshallah bela e contona la mon be studio kono ja ani lamor la ani jiberlal be dawada inshallah
Baraka Bake yes honorable participant
Baraka Bake ndo hunyo de honorable so de konto ani studio kono mol mumebe anala lamor la ni man bal be kling contona tolna konton la nga jigi kacani mbedi yalla
but nyanta di yalla kay kamuta lamin si ngini ngaro kuma sino I have lots of questions
ko nga fu nyame nga bismillah bi fanam programme ro molle me alon ko wato ni kumandina pour ka na ka kacha banko la ko la ka wakili bake pour kana banku do ko la bari be banku dingule National Assembly ngeten tu nge jay bake honorable Madi Cissé honorable Sekou Ba Marong me alon ko nam fo busum Sekou Ba Jaaju not Marong sorry be samba kan janale badibu ngal ten to kan jay melan ko Allah wato be bulani lamural fana melan ko albe banta sainteng albe lamoy kan albe tarlan fejam fottalan woro nadiata alay honorable Madi Cissé ka kacha dailen coco wulital noma tuma men ya fofan sainde Allah ko kabakuyata ko 54 million lafta wala dontola andu jama fofan atel tam 1 year so monsul dada mune al waranti wala
ila kacaji ni damba nga commencé wala kadi ye ibulo chodi damina abe ko kotolo min ko atella tamina ban alta jonola wala mi la tadulati ba
hani nani ni ngaro danda dame wo jabi
ni jele mi la tadulati hanni a tare dibitol sanni kilne tureje ni mu juloleti
okay
ni manke ko jole lafata ni manke ko alawanso le lafata in fact ni ajube ni mu fente mi alan abe wululale da paso dol bi jewol bu ko wulu wul ka talaro da maneke ba loan scheme ani interest le kata ni ata abe wululale men la miro ka fatani to ka fu debitol la wato bina bana to nyalom men to ya man tambi sanyi fula amo sifa ngamira
okay
iko isi julo tano fo wuli kemesay bari ma fo ko diya ko ya julo ta fo wuli kemesay abi tutote mare bu na diate wuli kilinta na diate dalasi kilin donto na diate dalasi wuli kemo ni sawo be donto bari forcente scheme no melan ka be larinje anu debitol ma ke kun kilin damay ko to lañu session damma bari ntel ngal ko mentu lañu ya mansia 6 legislature binan kam na lantel nomale nga di dañu ne kam momo ni nata parliament isi choice no ka kodo don't loan scheme lom
okay
bari ndel député fanan lafta ñe sénéa mo lako ñi njulol mota korno la kajo ni na sanjilulo banta na gratuity is about $800,000 ni ndela sanjilulo banta kairo kono man sakunda nyantante jola wuli keme sele la
okay
wuli keme sele abe ko ni kumunga pegwol ibe jola men wala be la reje ni ya donto hanni ite ne wuli keme sawo be donto ite wuli keme kline jono ni tila 5 years sita man sabala wuli keme warulo talaje la ayela wuli keme klimundi la ila julta tala mansala julta talela bar scheme no mealon ka be interest attragle kono ñi ni tata fo mon benen tere ka non natale mo konde kata kono ñi ba jidile le fasta fo wuli keme fa
honorable bari ba jele ko in every loan ikamenta there is risk of default mosi kana no le mi yalan ko ite wo jono lim many concern raised that parcel si wo jono le of course it is a genuine question to ask because there is risk of default
no jabi there is 100% guarantee ko abe jono le my gratuity is there do fan tabi je there is nothing like default na ko be kana no be kana la nyaadi
bari mo jamal bije ya fo ikal responsibility as national assembly members abu alni ñi na fe na watile wato mi yalan ko banko mol sulata men wala de one day budget to be cut down ya jindi fo wato mi ay kany ni ngala mi yalan banko mol sutla what must have prompted you people to ask for a loan scheme at this moment
bari jumale fanan kale yanko ñim 54 million mem loan scheme jumale kale yanko kodo ñi ñanta exhaust la within the next 1 month tolo fale jumale kale yanko ñi mu 21 dambanati this is a scheme yanko be terlajel for 10 years it's not like abe laringel just for 2021 that money ni money ata kodo mem it to be used to other development projects and abe wululale in fact mol ñanta men jubel wala menti ko do député mu dokula de ko dokula côté wo dokula côté ni data civil service loan schemes bi jele building scheme transport scheme député mu sodo so ni nga loan scheme
honorable but of course avenue bi jele you can go to bank and take a loan
if the avenue ñanta commercial bank theater what about nata is within your own area like for the masukula dokula men kata loan ta for kata banks
it is an option you can go to a commercial bank and take a loan
thank you very much there more options so why the option is created now thank you very much for that
honorable option shortly the option here
what is the option
the option here is you can go to commercial bank and take a loan
what is the option wala ken ko yonko civil servant muna ko follow option so muna ken wol manta auto why is the civil servant kata ka loan ta masukunda la keso kono fowol ka doko men ke dibitol man taro doko kany banko ka
okay
molla opinion menti
but most of the time as national assembly members ita fo in an interview ya fole ko man sakunda ka julol mi yalon ko ka wolleta asiyata bake and wol ka julo menta fo ika kuma kilingo men ko ka fenne wulu el fanan ka nyin julo kilingo menta bo ku kilingo wulu why were you against that
no ite ka men fo nte klindi ni man sakunda e julota aka interest menke woka man sakunda da paso talale because aka man sakunda da paso lafa because man sakunda be interest do lawd ni juldo fa ni member siyata man ni member le julobe lafa la wala man sakunda lafa la ko dola it's like that ni nga ko do tam be interest jol ni 10,000 din I interest of 1,000 attract so abona jumala ba
but this loan scheme mo jamal ka men yininka is now the right time mais fo be nyintem bo me do wala right time tiba
this is no better time than this
right
why? It's a scheme. Program Mealonko is going to be there for posterity. Not only our current fifth legislature. Legislature will be come after us.
But honorable jama ko bratel na national assembly ale ku jamal leke pour kal fan sansang abol kono ale loi jamal le falling
men ko ngadi
ni bay patio kono mo te ba ni bay patio kono la siran to 15 ano la wo bu kudi melon ka bal sansang kan ni lon fana ale nyim fana dunije pour ale fen sorono after all alla salary la fadala e ko fo alma wasani sai
ñim manke wasoni wasabaliyat ñim this is a privilege ñim manke wasoni wasabaliyat kabri international be man wulu ñin system be kerine man sakunda dokula ka loan dale transport loan building loan man sakunda dokula ko tal kabri teninte man wulu di ñi manki ko kutati ni mene ñi mota ya kuta yendi well la kuta yenda be bulo ko ba ni ko ko ni mene kabe sama wulu
honorable let us put this into context alkal loan menta juma ñol level loan di kangal is it not man sakunda la anon ka tambini expenditure la mi yalla
do ko ke man sakunda ni man sakunda ba
ka tambini expenditure la membe lari ñaati li ngola mi yalla ko la fekk wala dindi pour que ñi don fanan dundi akono ji kotake yamira that will not be too much
no it won't be too much
right honorable we have already seen a national assembly sorry we have already
example di la ba ibe do ko la ñu dal ki nga faible KMF ka benefits nol dilale fo ya balle King FM la management la programme kala man sakunda e banku diwul tay do ko ke banku diwul la nyanto dolbe mi an ko privilege mol ko wolte dile la un dalila ka
but in this budget activity ni kono natala nun ko loan scheme jimman finti amang finti wala to amang kaje kana ka create kotake
loan scheme look ye fem fenje molle ka kumas wagi nga fo nak mu
bari kana
no wait wagi nga fo nak mu ko fifth legislature le create ñin fifth legislators have less than 2 years to go 6 minutes 7 minutes 10 minutes bebe benefit ñin ye fem fenje mo kay muna fala mo dole a create but kafa ko alba create a site
but what expenditure ñin la fala fully knowing that ko sorry
create do fana yene benefit
fully knowing ko already 7 billion have been
ko dal ni mbulo
honorable sorry let me just ask this question yani kara seku baya fully knowing ko 7 million man sakunda e wala donto nan kala fayla manan kungol kam purukata andumbe watile kono atal fonga ya fala kombe coronavirus le kono purukana ka ñin don fanan create ka la fa wakan akam to jurumi la sopi kan honorable
no man sakunda let me put it correct man sakunda yimbe do membe ñaati non ninko nga deficit ni dépense 4.2 billion be don la
okay
to just correct you 4.2 billion
4.2 billion ngata Sekuba Jajuya Sekuba do you share the same view with Madi with regards to this ñi julong be men fokande kal yal fandonto wala lafta kal fandonto 54 million do you voted in for or against
ñin ka flake killing ko jabe
for any Madi the same thing say ala bari Madi ko ate mawje kasidi
I didn't vote for the loan.
Okay.
Mom vote loan you vote.
Okay.
Bari loan you man jawya. Maria la nyamin. Comme mo ma understand.
Okay.
But nte mi dalo mi na ma vote. Mbe time in jibe kan. And then the situation we are in and the objective mbe jibe kan budget kan. Because coming sell to people was we want to cut the deficit. So in the 54 million of now again, when you understand that this 54 million among thing art is within. So not concern. I was with Honorable Abdul Sise. He voted for it. I voted against it.
Okay.
He was trying to take to me to vote. I know my consent doesn't allow me because what I'm trying to avoid, that's what is happening now. People might not understand. At the time, I'm going to deputy level phone semben tuyandi. Asatra mol fana man deputy level na nyanto jibe, deputy level nyanta minsoto. Yala wole Gambia patande. Ni mobile palace ro nyatu ko yala. Ibuka fa ajuko afana labalu nyanta tambela nyando nyamale because amanke banko dande. But fana ni molle banta deputy nyolu ni milka si ka jibe ko nyame. Ni mfundira banta nga Gambia represent. So mbe Gambia represent no wel nyaadi la wala mbe in the society nyaadi la. So it's a society scheme mina na fenang amanka ko only for us. Iko a scheme ya lanko gumi be there because National Assembly mo osifa soto. Ila pa menga ni National Assembly mo nata isa ya soto ni Nigeria jiwe ni na Nigeria ka MPT. They give you outright the force Wiko they give you outright the mo ko you don't pay back for you to go and change your life because expect la balu ina fan na able dipte ya.
But honorable mo jama safo ka Gambia ni bankol men compare wol economically mankling.
Very good. That's why until concern go for the reason why I didn't raise my tab for it to be supported. Ntaka ni dulale jibe. But loan scheme ni amam man jawyane mo lata in context reality what is happening.
But muna dina privilege of course muna le privilege natra Allah taala al nyanta sotlan mo ma fal man nyaka privilege why now mkabe post covid coronavirus mbe wala kon.
This is my question. And this is why what would really mean not to vote for it.
But is it in fact not the case for Adel National Assembly members alma la bungol la lono ba wala tina la faka julo
no kana tawo nyama
I'm asking a question
no ye momo je be bungol kono okay I am living in I have 2 compounds the third one a billionaire one and I built those one before becoming a national assembly member ndamanda luasla and majority MPs are not rent
ha bari mbemena kena kan sangole bal bulu alla faka ben develop nkay nyinin ka wala ma fal be bantan quand même ko wala I'm asking you honorable
institutional kata nyamin we want to transform the
aliya sujindi men nambata ka wolto alko alla faka la bungol it's not done correct al fo le man fo
no it's a loan scheme now I national assembly member it's left to you parliament but it's left to you honorable minkum mayar ndeka member minkum mayar na stage because na dia ngo loan ni manka kujawti ni mole ata ngajibe institutional karola barante dalilo mi ata ma vote I don't support is wala ma ala timing and the consent because no objective on the this thing was to cut and again nga bondi to lalto ndo ba mo loan scheme for those people nga boni nga finanja You have the power to do that. But I told my colleagues, I don't think my conscience allow me to vote for
Mr. Jaju, Yamin for new loan scheme, deputy Lafaka Minta, Walla Nintuko, Ilafakele land solar bill. Is that the reality or not?
No, that's not the reality. It's a loan that we want to give to create for MPs. Ning lafta ka communicate la balu Rwanda.
But comme il a bomoli la faka wallo wala kuma county.
Yalo excuse me. Don't need that dividend buku to dami. Dividend do be present bunjang balal. With this loan, without this loan, will present bungal balal. So I'm about to stay. Coming kurang la masa injure so. But somehow already ready. So amangi connection ti coming me be kere mo ba connect la wala ko dividend la bungal lo so ni like ngol boy. Ndari nga so I'm not going to build a house. Go I'm already living in my own compound. I'm not renting.
Honorable Madi Cisse nga foyle ko budget deficit nying iko 4.2 billion but même follow fintita come the figure so member sorry
ma foye 4.2 billion wala deficit ko the deficit budget is 6 billion when the estimate was before us.
Okay.
Going to close the gap, government will need to borrow 4.2 billion.
Ka gap nying close.
Yeah, with other things because taxes on nyanta tarajela and in grants. Wale ba kaflo nyama ka close. So
okay.
But ma foye ko
okay. With that, mi yalan ko wala fintita budget ni member laring al nyatli wala ka bona wo julu tala kanana sainteng. Budget member laring al nyatli wala al yaje nyadi la.
Okay.
The budget before you guys, National Assembly, your member president yalandi al nyatli wala or ala budget nyimbe mi yalan ko ye wallandi yaje nyadi.
Ntle ngaji nyame ani monyo ya nyame ngawale ki throughout the week until kunun tilibulo ngambanda wala nga dladol jibe ngi tla nga dladol lafa nga di minister sa minister be wala incorporate la ay munon back the parliament. So ni ko ngaji nyame wala muna jero.
Okay, ale munne talaje mi yalon ko atal fe wol siata bakel anale
siata ndebe clean fono bar ngalon ko dladol to ministerial budget line dol bije nga travel cotle dol bije nga some other expenditures like constructional nga dol difa so
president wala meet the people
on travel okay. Meet me over be travel ko 10 million nga 4 million bonije this is exactly nga menke so hansa male lafta jernya jumala bari ni si tambino mi safo en ko budget wo budget banko la budgeto jama is always a challenge because il lafta feng mem bela e buko be sotno surtout bankol mem buko third world countries la bankol lafta mem bela ndastala 6 billion la so 6 billion say wala nyanta nyinina ka close then life will continue nyim banko ngalon ko amanke banko me yalon ko sani bi jang wala lulu bi jang so therefore maybe nita menna is financial discipline then move on
key ministerial ponkol me alon ko wolle be kumare mbake ni health jube agriculture and education jama ko fan government is not doing well ni nata budget o kam allocate wala fo alaji wala nyama nata alaji wala nyama ale mu ajob sumel nekiji
yalam budget o be nyama be ko le yela envelope soto nyanti la lafna ko dépasse la ntinga lon ko nata wishes were horses we'll have more than hundreds of billions of dollars as our budget ka banko develop but envelope resource envelope membe mol kono bulu wala mo no ndata keno la so as men keno wala tata kataje it's not a question of mansakunda man lafni kama sakunda man lafni kala it's the resource package ibela suoko no ilafta bumulo le lafta fensol le bar kodo tebulo kon kodo membe bulo hasi men keno e bole kala ni si do nyinu ya nyi yalla faka budget realistically is always like that
how bari imam mira ko bajjulo mi yalan ko be wolle takan abasiya kan bakel anu silin sama sinda banko nyi na fanko nyi asabatandino
ha walakin di julutal say will scale down and intanda found international world you na threshold ning sante julo tano at a level so e bagala ko banko is not an island banko we are within other countries and organizations nyol so ni kata nyabe ja dol ke control no le world bank ni IMF nyol dol jul dol bi to tano la say because na julo nyin tata santole so itata na ko lafta tala nyame
abar bo jamal bije mi yalan ko ka korosiro ko natran ko kuwol tata fatam beta jina na inflation nyin abem batande na banko fongola fanko nyin na stability nyin aba jijandi la bak natran ko tentenda ka julol ta nyame tentenda ka ta wonyama why not imamira nun ko man secunda should have just limit ka dan nyanta ka dan nun daben pour ka to avoid that in the future
ngalo le parliament will be la do ko ke kam bakel in terms of loans ni man secunda nyanta na la parliament nyatan ka loan approve islam le kana because mobe al kemira nyamon dibital kemira wonya fokkan na julol talalum strictly fami an ko julo me an ko is unavoidable me an ko te tankano la julta na man ko ti jos ka ko lafta julo tala woto kenno
bari honorable ya fula diamo kono jan limited resources mbasa kun banko ma fen jama soro me alon ko an se yirwal na feno ita mara julta se bayno bari ni adra julta ta bayno woto atame musa kundanye nyanta mum pule nyin kulle na fela me alon ko nyin kusifal se avoid no julta le mo anen ku ko dawol
generally julta te bayno la bani julota anyanta ta dalu minna ayoke for example ni te julota e lafta bunlo la bari yatu je te julo talante be ko musni nangti ela bunta banno so julota te ban ma sakunda te julota bayno la bari ko nga foy nyame ita tanalo ko lafta tanalo nyame julota nyanta talala le fabanta ngana dapasul fanantangi tarangi control
honorable Sekou Badiadiou e afole non kabirin kamta kafako atal fana wa ku kilin wala don kabirin mari ci afa ay ngami la yusa di sem kafako ku kilin wala batal kono pour ka atala bari ngaji la wati jamal biji o buka finti alla actionol do alkamenke député bu ngola despite covid bakeri ngaji la ali approval ke national assembly supplementary appropriation bill pour silo dol doku
very good madi e mim fo wala bakeri ni aje supplementary kala ina aspo jambe conditional kono be situation of nan jibira banko kan ita fala ko covid le keri molbe sura silo de do kulano sa debe fere landila wo fere wala na ko ata bayla no punga julo da ba julo ta min kama balon nabe kala kula dimi ko abe ka harbe dum na faran ndu abe tala min kama tala wala kam so silo ka supplementary budget da pour que silo da wo man anim be julo ni tala man ko si ni be budget diam kan wallahi ni atra Gambia no man this person national assembly member so tentuno man perfect but kabiring draft budget nata outside madi mem for we have a deficit of 6 billion but kato donc lafa tala we are able to talk about 2 billion from the deficit the report will come back again kunun over so baye ko fogu begalen mi rega nga kuntule masa kunda kala fanyene kala nyin nanga mo le pour travailler ko hani woman amanjeri be covid le kono nga kuntu
habari yamira no natra non ko osilo nyim fang alman son do wala de non talaro nyimbe tambila wa 2 billion nyinal ejet
Ibrima Jare silo ida silo
bari ba jibela na financial condition o be nyamen at this moment honorable
government the country has to move ngara o jibe ko ibe julo tala be ko julo le siat julo ta ya dundi ku ga men sa banko la yirwa la fano so that's why silo is very key in economic improvement
habari you ite capital expenditure ta kanu like wala fa while it la ko revenue in return man tara ko wasindila
let me tell you julo from over see all this capital expenditure me boni silo be they are all GLF government local fund no loan is going on there apart from the bari highway
bari ka fe na tara nun ko dol nyintal su sa kam men foy walam ko
yalla ko gën understand nimbe julo tala nga julo ta bankola na fa kamala Ibrahim ede complain de ko in your area silo is a problem there is no problem where in this country mi man dara ko
no ndama fa silo be is a problem in my area please go ahead
my friend you present it or
no
I represent you
ndama fa silo problem go ahead
in my constituency and Gambia silo cool so after analyze le bulia analyze ya jibe economic analysis ko silo for example nga be basse min de raka basse la economy could economic production could be more than this economic produce economically should be more than this but mine osabu silo le dita because connection among so kata rural villages so kata borders so nimman sakunda yo sa pour ko soto alanga silo da economy improve
those are long term plans you talking about long term we are here talking about short term
when is long term and when is short term you when this government came I who represent you I stood up in the parliament to tell government that I want my roads to be constructed. I want my people to be provided water. You don't go be provided. And the school any kala. Sandem ile de ki wala promo masakunda. Ato masakunda boka feroga. Wala na bojiro kumata ni masakunda o bededa. Masakunda ba nyina de ngami on fire ko le jubenyo kam. Sa alko nyi la fa nyine kala. Wala nde Ibrahim ya start with me. The budget I have no problem with the deficit. What my problem is how progressive.
Honorable, you should have problem with the deficit.
Let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
Ni ame julo tala ni memfo ni julo tay bullo kam dara mso nyini I don't know that you have
but honorable silo al meta ka wofo but sendo bi jemi alon ko wolu gana kumara silo di wo mambula no mirangilan sa mo la balunya agriculture precisely ale mun la faji
very good yalo me ko ngani min gawo kilo killing kana ko compare e bankola every aspect is very important one has a connection agriculture membo ni agriculture da silati ela market of that connect the farms and the gardens to the market it's useless
but Gambia non majority be complain ga han sai la balu yam fali
excuse me alga economy be holistically not at one point every economic aspect is connected agriculture membo jahal paja ni silo de jahal paja for example I'm giving a done silo de me put into the market ila produce a tinyala what do you remember you come there so ni wakata you have correct silo yenda silo la market to silo de la storage system o tani life so kana jwe ko silo mbekering aman sila dogo mbekera aman jari ngo a jertal because one way or the other I give an example from airport 2016 2006 coastal fundira but look at how productive that area of Congo is today silo le osam I am born citizen of that area boko fono bul furol boko wulo le kono tonde boko fono but silo le fundira e silo jaya wula improve nyam my friend, let's see things holistically and discuss. Now prioritize.
Honorable, natra nunko nga kuwal jibe holistically. It shows that akame yitandi walem sainteng silol nye doku bankola fanko be jijala na jijara fengol dae sele.
Bankola fanko de jijala be bankola
fanko le honorable. No. That's so obvious.
But bankola fanko le la fala. Ibrahim, I give one example.
Honorable, kaito bola in the budget estimate, it shows that around 12 billion whatever generate la natra wala mo kala na revenue ti. Natra nunko kuwal tara anyama. We are in COVID. Nsi murno lockdown kono revenue generation ni wakere la economic activities will scale down. Ni wakere wakodo nyi babod la.
What will be your question is after all this I have no problem because as far as you're going to develop. But do you have a plan? For example, nin nata this 12 billion you man achieve now. That should be a question.
No, but you have any other
plan.
Go ahead.
But you cannot say the development that the government want to do among science.
What we are trying to put across.
Long term. Eco is a long term. What is long term?
Long term is a plan. Me alone is more than 1 year.
Kabir in 1965.
We are saying now, honorable.
Excuse me. Kabir in 1965. People are talking about their roads. So one long time, so it's coming now. So you have still to push it. I give an example of Haka. Haka zero deal. Covering colonial days, also Kumbokana. They were Akamara, Yajima Akano. So we long time, Sang Asidas Biller. Masakuna Kona Ferro in a way that they can do it. Are you so you really can do it? Do you have the project that you can get that money? It's more important. Then I felt what is your plan B?
But did you ask that question?
Huh?
Did you ask this question?
Very well. I think when Yamuru Nana deliberation what I'm trying to tell the government, tell the deliberation. I said I have no problem with the deficit. My problem with the budget is how progressive and how responsive are the program that the government want to do to the life of my people. When I say my people, I to the life of Gambian people. So what I want Masakuna to do is to invest in the social sectors. But ni
ajibe ni man problem soto wala na this budget draft estimate by gitanda how many million wala bitakan kata debt servicing
about 5 billion.
Honorable, is that rational?
Yeah, no, Ibrahima, I'm sorry to use this. My father took a loan, okay, planning to build a house for me, and he doesn't do. Nda wulu do ko bungo do ko teke nga avenue so ma sembo so nga avenue so buka bungo ta ngono mfa ma julo mbolo jokam nda bungo lo ko am kireti no problem sa mbar nga bungo lon julo ta nga bungo lo julo nyin sa jono nda nga balu kelo so
nyanda ka bungo nyin lo because that is the purpose why this government came. This why we said a transitional government, honorable.
I have no problem with the transitional. You have given the government the task to do.
I will come to Madi Sise, Honorable Madi Sise. Chilo Kosoku ba fa Honorable Jaju afu nyame silo kumara ba ke development de keno silo koma. But kodol fana biye maron ko wolle gana kumada as we speak funding kel maron ko be tubabudu ko be murukan nam banko kanjang and already doko mam funding kel si melbe banko kanjang. Imasa kunda mu plan na fe funding kel Karola bojero ngol.
As far as I know, I don't have the budget with me here. But Ngalonko Youth and Minister of Youth and Sports, ila budget ni meng allocate adoat la among ministry dol si member ko works nol sifa and agricultural sifa. So Minister of Finance e ka selina di ministry la that go and do your budget but you cannot mean nangamola. So Youth and Sports is among ministries many alonko ila budget ni adoata bakela.
doyata funding ke ite alo nyame 60 or more percent population on ya jube ni atra funding ke la ko doyata ya company other issues la ase mune wuluno soma bari already unemployment is rampant
yalo solution menti ali akachanu komanya wolom agriculture di bari ni ko agriculture fan solution it doesn't mean ko do be ya pump into agriculture because ni tata budget auto e ka ko personal emolument will look at the chunk of the money ta. Okay. And agriculture B ite mansa kunda blame no la muna ken agriculture site koma ninte be mo blame la be ministry personnel men be agriculture mbolle blame minister of agriculture ministry te Gambia kono men lonal siati told PhD holder men because sa consider in their hundreds masters in their hundreds won londo men ya ita mansa kunda e joyi wol karangi nata lapiri minister of agriculture kono wo londo e Gambia dingul nafamu ne la because londo nyanta yele mal into feminism mo nafano because bibi ntol dol mang agriculture kan nyawonya ngalon ko la dantambe kering ni agriculture yele londo focus wodo CRR mano asi ponino le kende and some parts of URL also kotondo funtino le kende bari ñin bete fono la keno la londo koma anin kodo londo le siati there many there
commercial break la nan ka ben bara short commercial break la ibedo ben foka wala agriculture ministry of agriculture di ay ko mo mollete bi yalla ngoy lonna men soto asiata bake bari akamunde la kata ko ba wara bake taranum break la walta
mbole fokan ko tonya be dame ñim banko te tanol ñaato ni agriculture manta ñaato anu agriculture dan bitano ñaato ñaadile ben tamande ñaabulol le falin ntul la dindi ya wato nga mel long senoto dabandiwul lomu fali sareto lomu fali dabole ba sayme te momento nata agriculture ñanta tala ñaato ñanta bolo festule bi tractor le ñanta fala agriculture kono anu ngani fo kana kacha janim bita break ko ni departmental bejube Gambia kono agricultural department lonna membije department ministry clinton me hana kota soto woto nata wo londo keno mo sila londo tamanino woto wo lonna nyanta bangola agriculture level ka bonnembe temon ka tadla dot bi intel manyana tadaka domorota ka import nan ka bo bantala
bar honorable ni law londol be ngajele falol di mo la senela la o mun falel no la senela la balo
woto fem falel no la senela la balo wala ken ko yenko bi ndel ledindiya ka falol le tamande anin darambol bi ni wot falkil mun nte ding ya din dingla mantel samba nyato yan samba komale wala ken ko ni atra misal to masa kunda nyanta falindro kala masa kunda nyante bulo chodla ministry la department of agriculture from kabo cabinet level cabinet nyante nyatla muna ken tel hansan la agriculture may yirwano anun tel agriculture lonal membi ja talent ministry to wo question nyanta katala at cabinet level anu ngalon be sesono men kono sesono bandula ajonna debate pekelale bekela topical discussion among MPs as well because saying ntol man sula lonna la agriculture department lafta lonna le londo tamandi anu kodo ko men mol kafo kodo men dita agriculture tonya ni yajube kafo la doyatale bar wosi fenkenol me yalon ko asitami be level menna bramanta ken ma aman sama dawda serun don abojoto be ko député la million kemele di agriculture na faham ro fataje ko o million kemo men ditele yo million kemolta instead agriculture jube nyaado nyala han say moli yaji nyame sanji kemo komante yaji wonya itata falol le samola ni sare ko kodoko so it's not a question of the people man kodo dila bari tel man tra taman ka nyanta tamala nyame
woto ay honorable ay temu député li tamala ni ba sojo islam sakunda mum falindir la ndakala agriculture
say nyanta bola primitive farming tole we need mechanical farming wo daman si mbon ñen ko makati banko daman ne mechanical farming ke wo daman si jam banko balundi nole domoro la karola anu banko karadol franci kudo taleme alon ko mo sekunda si export nole ko di jama soto je so agriculture nyim banko flat land bi je
honorable honorable Sekou Ba Jaju arjumalu kibar kaytol afintitale ko kabiri ko ya fa president barola to mi yalon ko wala provincial tori akabenke ko kabiri ko ba kuntula to fintita député wol ko mi yalon ko kalya aliya boycott le wala alman son ka vote ko nyindo mun ñim prop
thank you so much baraka pak Ibrahima ngalon ke bo ci piklale Ebrima, mam balang purai kuntu for everyone I didn't raise my tag to vote for it because the chairman was not allowing me to express what I wanted to say. Pour ka fon la famille fola because koku fe on nanata e ke mol blale you talk. But the chairman was insisting that I will not talk. So I said, I'm not going to vote for it. But what I wanted to say was to cut it instead of 6 million to 8 million. Why? My justification. One, the Minister of Finance President on one-time tour, 6 million cannot do it. That's one. Two, when you go to the Constitution, the President should go tour the country at least once. So
but if I'm not misled by figures, the minister allocated 6 million for the president.
This is what I'm trying to say. When they give you the money to spend, you report back. Yes, you give me, I spent 600, but I have shortages and like. So this time I want it to be increased. Excuse me, before that one, we have given them in 2018-27, we have given them 10 million. 10 million, we go for it. 2017, 2016, 18, we win 10 million. Narang aku to 6 million. Minister come back again, aku 6 million no man see. Okay, why am I family expression wala mako? Okay, no constitution no jibe sign. Atu president wala boy, somebody president wala ko. Astano once, twice, thrice. Bari natra ko the situation no jartala. So go say or need to depend program but about so kala sango bella. Mi ala ko mampara ay muruna ko teke. Bari minister hafu yang ko 6 million no man te buka si. Orando ko ala ke 8 million. Na 2 million bondi nga ke 8 million. Ninga atra lapsa ka clinic wotra table.
But the minister ko 6 million nying mem dita amansi. For me, apart from fa adala nyamen ko amansi, did he put anything before you people ka fo ko kabri na re report nyimel landi ko nyin kabri hospen yengina banda?
No.
Honorable, then how can you trust him?
Very good. We are a partnership with Minister of Finance in budgeting. My colleague is here. When we discuss, we go to the minister. Because what we want to cut, but we don't want to paralyze the institutions too. So minister will tell us with the belief of sincere opinion to advise us. One of the 51 million, he sincerely advised us.
But honorable,
Cabre advice. No, based on that, because we have been taking his advice over and over. Sometimes he turned out his advice. So Cabre advice deal, and then I'll connect to the constitution. Go, okay, so I'm very constitution symbol the president's officer to go twice if it is necessary. So now minister go 6 million mercy. Or I'm going to do 8 million. Now after clinical, he has the money. Now after flaccula, he has
the mobile advice fund will not show any sign, will not bring any significance when it comes to that. Because near 6 million di mola kaya spend but some shortages among any justification na fe pour allow claim code defense. So how can you just take an advice of a minister for 8 million di
No, probably I don't have evidence to talk, but Minister of Finance also because
did he place the evidences before you?
He has been placing because quarterly Minister of Finance report to the EPA of government spending quarterly. So it could be there. That's why Minister Afonye. You just pick on that. I'm not trying to say anything to support him, but in the constitutional mandate, let us not constrain the institutions. Ning Masakunda ko eting tala nya sabale. Oto nyanda fene dile nyanda depends la. That's what I'm trying to say.
But honorable,
so, minister ko constitutional ko more than one time the president can go. And then minister ko 6 million is not enough. I propose now instead of 10 million still cut to give him 8 million.
Will it be correct for minister just to propagate Procodonia Salafano Nyame?
No, I take minister's statement as something real and sincere.
But I critique President Tanya, Bari Banco Marakabo Sembudala Pro Ioke, Atanya Fananda Kujubela Odole. Why not he go with few technocrat Kajube, Bari Katala Kamola Sulo long. Imamara Deputy Lalo Dogola Moti, President in like entourage Aleokot.
Let me tell you, I don't complain for Namfale. President Ta, I'm going to go on the Wujayula Tati.
Okay.
President is the leader, but he has expert and kata. So ni president bidang he has to go because ni kata, some communities ba ko na silo membeda, na jio mansuto, na kurama mansuto, na blefama mansuto.
But technocrat ani melbe silo kan. Well, so okay.
Well, you're responsible la. So all I have to decide the size of the president's store entourage. I don't think I have.
In fact, the 6 million. The 6 million wasn't too much for the president. Last year, the president, when he came back, he only said he was going to establish his party. No, I'm asking a question.
I have no business. No,
you said, sorry, let me ask this question. You said it is a constitutional requirement. The constitutional requirement is meant for Waleta Banku Murumuru. Murumuru, when he came back at Banjula, Kaba for Zumpati Lola Banku Moli,
that's what you picked there. Well, that's what you picked. But in the Cabrera Tata in the Numis, in the Baribush, they complain of ambulances. He came back and made sure he does it. That's what you pick because kabara yama be kola. That's what I mean. Make a banjo ko pati lola. That's what you pick. Maybe all from concern that will me fine.
But the constitutional requirement. Let us ngalon ne ko manke loi interpret la de ka kono pare. But the constitutional requirement, does it entail that the president pour molia fa parti law bijil?
What do you mean?
I'm asking a question.
You come manke interpretation.
I'm asking. No,
why should you bring that question to me now? You always say I'm not an interpreter.
No,
the Constitution says the Constitution the president should go, but it doesn't dictate what I want you to say. Let me tell you this: the Constitution ko president in the thala.
Okay.
I would be in the thala, but I need the meme for another. That is not in the Constitution.
Okay,
so I have no business with that.
Okay, personal as a people representative. Ita amera for president wa yanta la ni expenditure wala towing ay men ka dunya yanta kotla na raba kotla yanta ka muneke bari mo jama fo bani mo rol mel kata ni mol sifal mel kata wala ka sia wala furani 8 million fa be debate ka.
Can I make it this way? I cannot speak for the office of the president. We are talking about the budget. I think I have made myself clear why I said.
But is it coincident that the co-maker deputy men command pro baro nam sa mi yalan ko ete boy ke tu mi ko be o category la kono wolbe ma fay.
Yeah, because this is what we are discussing. Yalo nale National Assembly with I call this will ta file. You will file. You.
How but honorable? No, I said, is it a coincidence? Yes or no?
It's a coincidence, Dan. I was not even thinking of that way.
Honorable Madi.
Because my thinking was not to cut to paralyze, because that was the
then I believe it is you and Sekumarang and the others also. You also share the same view on that part.
I don't know.
Okay. What do you say this solution?
I said, because I talked from time to talk to them. I was sitting with the Ablai. We sent to, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't vote. I abstained because I want my consent to be clear, and that's right.
Yal to me National Assembly ko is party sense. Moment ko kundi moment din rek ikata dul semberen dal to ni nata UDP madiñol UDP même fo rek ak bedara mam beti ay ka sonne. Adal fo ram président baro même fa bedara mbay ka sonne fo le parlement.
Ndega na ko ngelim fo ende senkal nen ka bro tema billahi wallahi ta ndenen président baro na man si banko fena ka de bro na dia. Wallahi ente I have for myself. I don't know for others. I never attended a momo. Me, I don't know even these ministers. Nka kule jibe nga analyze. And in the council is Elizabeth Sake. I go on. So don't go get coincidentally. People take it that way. It's their opinion to do it. So saying that I am not going to vote for the 6 million, I want 8 million. It's just a coincidence that people pick it up. I'm even surprised, but again, it's not a surprise to me because that's the way they see it. Because before the budget, somebody made a program at the Xu Radio, King FM, I don't know how do you call it, member caring. I call the Association of Expert MPs will never reject anything from this budget. When I was called for interview, he had to apologize, and then we were there to court. They were shocked. So because it's going to be very wrong to predefine people. Me, I'm not representing the president, I'm representing the Gambia. So, my friend, I don't want to talk about that. I'm forced in a way.
Okay.
To be like this.
Okay.
But if my colleague, if you follow me in my debate, debating Parliamentary,
you are very neutral.
No, I don't even support the government today.
Let's ask Honorable Madi Sise. There could be a bot in that, but let's ask Honorable Madi Sise.
You are confusing the listeners.
Honorable Madi Sise, let's get slide back demanding kana Ministry of Youth and Sports because ni ajibe na funding kel something. Them about their leaving the source of the Gambia, kata Europe back way because he coming forward. We want to look for greener pastures new. You could document kele Ministry of Youth and Sports. Ni nata nyim budget la kuwala. Kodo nanga mo mimbije. Ne Ministry of Youth and Sports dibe. Kufula wala ba nakiri nyola. Wala Ministry of Youth and in Sports. And nung kodo nato yento. Abe kata at sports dedo because mo ibela focus bola kang ikanyin nyina this other side la. Ya mera amanka sulo to pour na tera budget nyum kodo mimbije amang wasiya bake. Pour ale effort ke kaje kodo nying ay kafu because Ministry of Youth and Sports will kodo nyim beta wala can you know fili on that side
Malika tranya but budget is very clear kodo menta the ministry departments will maintain the ministry la department because ministry le kela budget deda although finance ka ceiling dela but tengal ko minister to sila la budget kuna without the department of youth and departments of sports for a BSc même tonya don ko do min dite la aman siya ko ministry dol tas nyam. That's the fact of the matter.
Akamanta vehicle policy altal deputy wal mi yalon ko atal be jam. Come in please. Yeah, come in.
You know they have a new youth minister.
Yes.
We jikta ko the boy can as a productive knowledge. Mari for the same thing about caring. During their barrage, because I sit beside Alaji Esdabo. Alaji Esdabo is the chairman for that committee. During their barrage, because just to present their programs, because the committee is there to empower them monetarily. If they have a program and they have a consent with the Minister of Finance, the committee is there to help them. Guess what? They cannot present the program that they have.
Yeah, Ministry of
Youth and Sport. The Minister of Jimmy, he sent another worker to apologize. They didn't do their homework right.
Yeah, serious.
So, who is to be blamed? Is it the national members or the
if such happen, the minister who will come here for Nyame, he is new. What of his peers? What did he do?
We expect the peers to do. But the peers doesn't have any programs to present before the committee. Committee go. Come and present to me and explain you want to do so programs. If there is a constant in monetary wise Minister of Finance, we will see how best we can help you.
But interacting with those,
they cannot present any program.
Interacting with PS me alonko wala katrama. Do you yamira for ela miro fe alu ikambenje? Do you think the technocrats are not failing the Gambian people? Is that correct?
That's what we are saying here. It's the technocrats in the ministries.
They are failing.
They are failing the people.
So can one suggest come in the Ministry of Youth and Sport if somebody is not competent at a ministry at a sambalano?
No, let me tell you. The minister is new. I believe let me tell you this. What advice I want to give to the government and to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. The boy is new, competent, and we have hope that he can do it. But the circle he find himself is not suitable for him. So I want to advise whole circle ole boje.
Okay, let's see how things pass. Let me ask this question, please. Sorry.
For Minister Nyimfong Kabringa Natana funding Kelsi Atal Meanko Jamaba Fong, they are not into sports. But Ataba Kolmin Beka Berla Minelakam Pur Minister no more. All his focus is on sports and not other issues.
You know, those are programs that he found. He has to lay those ones. We have to implement those programs. Aling Bangudo go along at Tanyamin.
Honorable, Akamunta vehicle policy. Sorry.
If you have I have $50
Honorable, sorry. Honorable, vehicle policy. Amu fenet mi alanko atal deputy el fengo sontala. Bari amantama. Angaje yim budget estimate mem finita falia talale say as we speak mem nyama la kay rojen malom. Bari it's around 274 million is going into vehicle maintenance and purchase of fuel and other things. What happens? Kabring aliya vehicle policy ni approve. Aliyaje amantama as National Assembly members follow up.
Different because Mantra Committee is related to that. That I'm sure I will FPAG lady. I'm not too sure. And Mantra Committee member, I don't have much knowledge about it. Policy discussed at the floor of the chambers, but the follow-ups is not in my area. I have not.
So, in case if National Assembly Santa Fenda, Bariman Sakunda Matamandi, Munekake.
Woka Sotole, Hana Manke vehicle policy damandi. Some code dollar, Abuka implement no. We make follow-ups. Na National Assembly staffed allowance last year. We spoke about it in Sontala, but Hani the staff no allowance. So we have to this time around again we took it upon ourselves. So ni sometime na mansakunda matamandi session taking the move clearing various committees committees in the kata on themselves to invite them and follow it up.
So niata atel sondala masakunda matamandi who should be blamed?
Mansakunda implementality we just make sure that we make an oversight. Ninga approve we can make oversight and say look this thing must happen.
But it coming
karenga fo nya ofana kenyama na manke goes whole house the kabengala. There is respective relevant committee will be the relevant department call at the parliament. Maybe 10-12 members.
After like a policy na implement our Gambia CF la 300 million la pa ole sangomu mebe. Do you think there should be no there should be course of action pour kajeko ka all bulawo kusifal no mebaje ko banko nyin ka mendundi wa fanal do abetaral?
That's true.
Okay.
But the relevant committee supposed to be FPAC. We can talk to them. Look, this thing you have to take this kind of steps because you also know how to do that. But the floor of the chambers, then at question and answer we can raise questions and adjournment debate. Any member can talk about it and caution the government.
Honorable Sekuba Jaju, mbaje kanne ko asankamta sango sang ni nata da mansa kundala expenditure la tamandirol mi yalon ko ka wolle ka sango sang iwaja la ko akala fale babake because ni yaji be ba la ko 2020 mansa kundala around 28 billion ma fonga ya wala spend wala at least me along 28 kara above, but this time ngaja 31 million expenditure nyimbe la fakane but na revenue generation we along kon katara wolle bondi kanya. Are we creating avenue pour que dulal yele dame on mi alon ko wolle be kala bulol te meme mansa kunda so la symbole bag apart from the two that we have meme tourism and agriculture. Are you guys thinking about advising the government on those kind of issues? Mi alon ko be kala avenue de ka men ko boss la nyame meme mun na fanko nyinde ka tamini investment la men nyande kala banko ka
jani chef wayna in fact you counted only to tourism and what agriculture. Yeah. No, in fact GSM kamendundi wala ka shayin tourism tati people don't know that this GSM kamendundi the Afri-cells, the Q-cells and the communes will kamendundi wala ka shayin
mu tax wala yalo ni ko agriculture we talk about like foreign exchange and work festival kamen for wala ambe men for kan senten wala ko apart from ni GSM those are already existing companies. I'm saying for other avenue albe man sakunda kay mira kana ki yamari wa fanna la pour kanana.
Well, mansa kunda simen kan dol simen funtino nyim banko kan agriculture nim simen funtino wala min to nga fewol sene nunto tioni kotondo wala ka revenue nati agriculture tio fatale wo ka tano sai because tioni nebol men bembala wala kam men ti la tio samena wala shadan tol tati so wala tio be kata Senegal kotondo sai wo fata wala bu ka tano project ni fata en basse so wala ken ne dam fulo don agriculture sim bondino bari fo agriculture lonnal si la londol tamandi because any other source of income.
Because it's a project will become sustain.
You don't have it.
The project will not face after it dies. That's the problem. There have to be a sustainable mechanism of every project. Near implement project will face out, let it continue. You continue producing. This is our biggest problem in agriculture.
But honorable,
whether we are advising the government to work into those areas. Yes, Ebrima. We are trying to advise the government to invest into a productive institution that can generate income. Minister of Lands can generate income. Minister of Agriculture can generate income. Even the Minister of Defense can generate income. Minister of Interior is generating income. Moreover, police only immigration generating income. So we want, but let's
come to the budget as a whole. The budget will Alkamen approve. Is it having impact on the lives of Gambians? Alkamen approve Kabila National Assembly.
Yes.
Well, of course.
Honorable, honorable. From to Kumbo Kilingula, Balunyal Mamfali agriculture beten and Akamutal Mofula Bial Buluchud Espatolela.
Perhaps the Espat, in fact, they will also have their side of the story, and perhaps they will say Telmantraka Galfield. But let's see, we will talk to experts. But
we will only complain of source of funding, and we said we are ready to fund you. Bring your program. That's what I told them in my debate. You see, I told the agriculture minister, capitalize on the person of members in agriculture and bring your programs. But
honorable, na keda serunko akeda nyina masakuna enda falindo kala ni adra personal let them work on that. Imamira bari brim fa kunda falinda sanjina ni sai aku kilimo be repeat kam
we are Gambian.
No, but is it not in fact the case that the system reform menyanta kela necessary reform ni menyanta kela wala manke, that's why we are facing the same problem? Is that correct?
I will agree with you. Because ngani membe fujang especially in tata agriculture after reform lekije and reform be kenol agriculture daming wala muy la personnel seniority.
Who should be blamed for not reforming the system?
Well, government will take the lead because being a the Mansakunda, then Mansakunda arms also. But the implementers mu government. You don't blame the land, but the executive.
So the government have failed the Gambian people.
Yeah.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
No, they didn't fail. They didn't fail the Gambian people.
But sorry, you talk about agriculture. Yela problem all land le ye continue expert nying expert B expert C ya continue amanda wada mala they went and sabotage us ka follow the molla. We are talking about commercial agriculture. But in Gambian for jang say natra nung ko ite menyanda ka system wo nying reform ima reform iboda Gambian hol kotole mafo e bota gamen ko entirely falin kamen fo wala boten kotole it depends on it ya pek min tole ndek ko botan kotole is
most agricultural sector
botan koton dami nyanto ko people are listening to Ebrima
no honorable you can justify whatever ndek men fo ko is it not can I say that is it correct to say that Mansakunda e gamenol fille botan kotole then if you have any answer come in
who is Mansakunda is the Gambia
no I think I will reframe it
I will say yes
yen baton koto le bari ko be mo la baluñal fali ne ma fali
wala mo Gambia no le fond fil
ñaadi
yes to me ni atran tolo mun president in 2016 what I was trying to tell Gambia for namo in 2016 kabri na ndamo balade but everybody will go and leave.
Everybody.
Excuse me.
Mansakunda will scrapple down.
Allow him to land.
To me, I'm trying to tell you this. If it is me, if I have to say, now, if we are complaining about agriculture like this, I would send a memo, all agricultural experts, you go home. When you go home, I'm not displeasing you, you come. Go and sit with the panel. You are a director of seeds. Tell me your expertise. What do you think? Bring me a strategy to improve the seed qualities in the country. You have that? You say you can do it. And you need all the resources. I'm ready to give you the resources. Go, let me see you. I give you sometimes you cannot do it. I know that you fail yourself, not me.
But you have a national development plan. Me alonko it contain Mansakunda nyanta mun simfanyal. Sorry, can I ask this question? Ibi nyanta ka mun simfanyal leta nyanta ka meng. Just still implementation ojing. Mansakunda la ke fang assess it la ka we implement this to 90% until malong. But as far as you know, that national development plan, yemen land the committee la fa kala nyame la fa pour gamenol ya fil. Did it have impact on the life of the Gambian people?
Let me tell you, the way I want to do it. Or the
national development plan.
If I can tell you, Ebrima, you one time when we are engaging with institutions, you will stop or you cry. National development plan is a blueprint of the government.
Yeah.
So every ministry or institution should take your strategy from that to be able to implement those ones. But I can tell you this, some institutions mang strategic plans.
Ministry of Finance, me alonko wal nyanda kan tala julol talala e bala fa kan and you people are supporting it, saying that in fact nyanda ka julol tala Mansakunda nyanda ka tantena ka doko ke.
Nyanda ka doko ke?
Huh? But you people, you draw a book. You draw a book. It is a book or draw. Sorry, honorable.
You fail in your execution. That won't determine.
No, I don't fail in my institution. I'm doing very well in King FM. No. But let me tell you. I'm doing very well in King FM.
People should say,
no, but in King for a while. I'm also fine back there. Listeners will tell phone while I'm doing well. So I'm the only one who is here. I can say I'm doing fine. But let me just tell you.
An example, not you in real.
I also said I'm not failing. What I'm still trying to tell you is, your development plan, you will draw. What are you doing for the Gambian people? But as National Assembly members, our role movement is to hold the government to account. You people are not doing that, honorable.
No, we're doing it.
No, honorable Madisi, you are not doing it. Are you?
Well,
the expectation is that at least you people should have done 60%. You fail to do that. Maybe let me even give you 10.
Maybe a proper assessment. Because the consider would not be enough.
I can count let's say 2 or 3 kumi alanko welcome back and manko kalal lanje. The minister of the environment kijane kodol mi alanko wala bije Ministry of Finance ka bondi janka samba janam recovery report bondi la malong ataranyame. The minister National Assembly ko Fisheries Department ko mandila member dendi nyeku wala malo report nyi taranyame. The National Assembly itself I can count ngalo nyoka.
Ebrima kallo kamo criticize.
I'm not criticizing anybody.
Well, this is criticism, but it's a very objective criticism.
Okay, come in.
But that will fair to back it. But near a National Assembly Juba as a whole, Nico, we are not doing. You are not
holding the government
accountable. Okay, Neo for because handing budget mean this latest. Neither nunko ibe fenko nyum follow can life. The minister got to a point where he was completely disconnected and annoyed. He speaks nothing. 2 members of Parliament Kayanko, we cannot force you to talk. If we ask your opinion and you fail, we'll just go on. The chair will find it, Honorable KKB Barrow. Then Honorable Sirajata also told him that you are not helping yourself and you are not helping the nation. You need to respond to these questions. I think that is the highest.
So the minister, he went out of idea.
Wait, so that tells you that the National Assembly is really holding the government accountable.
But the budget the mamankala do we are talking about a strategic document. It's been put before you people. Sorry. Alcohol man strategy. You are talking about a strategic document. Me alonko ye wallanda al nyati lol amantama al mamman sakunda konti bo fanal.
You see ni konti bol bekela ite tetar la sirinje. Ni konti bol.
Barnake tamba kalam
no ite dol kalam.
But ite you alkasafero ke on Gambia daily la every day. Na finta nunja would have read it here.
Go même be ke National Assembly bill no kono. Wo bewu ka funti in the papers.
Okay.
Because functions don't look at kekane, no journalist there.
But
no, I just want like objective criticism.
Okay.
You cannot just tell governor National Assembly more man to fenke ke
no, baring ma for you people feel to hold the government to account. And depend later I peg me tole for
I disagree with that.
Okay.
We are holding government accountable, but maybe it's not visible as you want to see it visible. But government
but if
are holding it because almost every day government ministers are facing committees at committee level. Almost every day. Prior to the finalization of the presentation of interrogation of the bill Friday, we 2 good weeks. You go to the ministry, you go to the parliament. Ministers are coming there every day. Unfortunately, King FM is not visible in the
King FM omon kumaya jang.
Of course. If you are scrutinizing, you are now ita ba kola mole sango ndol bugo man sekunda hol accountable.
No, but
ita du menyanta sin la moluma ita bugo tare.
But every day mba karan kanal be men ke kan
honorable Jaju akamunta ale kam fu jaw institutional failure ngawle je ni jube institutional dol bi je hani bete bar jamale la responsibility fail. Ale mu advice wala albe mu step ta kan kanyi balika ko time and again because ni nebe caring ngani le keda albe mo le kekan as NPs meram ka telebe mo nyaaje.
Sorry to advise the government. Let me follow Government Sekunda. For one, I tell Gambian people, let us be sincere. We were down along with the we are working for the country. And again, like Ravijele, if you take the responsibility to sit behind this mic, you don't do what you should do, Allah will act about that. Yeah. That's one. Ni fon ta amanka koy kungola alo koy bak bang mole so ning adam robe in the lead imal adam robe you want to undermine you are failing people you are failing the people because you know they come back to the people wala me yang ko institutional le mantra ta kan effective the way they should do billahi wallahi we are advocating for next 2021 budget 2022 budget nim budget on we want to see greater percentage of development vote than recurrent
but saying development vote ngam gal ñini ka men akamunta jiya ngam men fo wala budget alkame approve is it having positive impact on the life of the masses gaga men do labela life ñi aba impact soto kanje
wallahi it is
a good feedback so la mol bulika ko en de la balu be betare
no balu wote betala ko la fa be excuse me Ebrima you are a Gambian you know it very well balu wala betia kombe ji ñi afa Gambia is not an island in as much as you want to do you look at the international level too balu beta sifanya di bol foka Baluwa betia sifanya because government is trying to.
I'm not saying luxurious life. Obviously, Nico Baluwa betia. We are talking about Domoro Domala.
But people are eating. We want it to go down, but people are eating, and we're going there from.
No, but it goes
back. It goes back.
but itin kadomoro ke wo is a matter of most domoro fo be kelan kam fo wala di fengol dabe you know alka budget men approve do you think alka men approve not nunka ka impact sort of on the life of the Gambian people fengol ni we expect them to go down
but nganyin that
ka bulo bu daba ke ko
la hello ngati de man eleni ñi karo akumata bakele bari woduno manyana tar la National Assembly mul damaka ya ñu ndem menkela civil society organizations the media it is fourth estate ñi la ñanta tal independent assessment la they know batala government ñanta nintemu government should put on a task force there are certain questionnaires in place yata round bankola after 4 years lives will be nyadil for the prices be nyadil yo data be collect ya di mo le minanga especially data ñing analyze mo le ya fu mo len ko kabo 2016 kana sign blaka dinka balola karola fenkola karoni be ya be fu mo le
bari ni yajibe ila budget deficit ikam budget deficit ni na haita wala to mela banko wala fanko wala judol mi yalan ko wala bela a haita you know iba jela ko ila foreign exchange aka wala batande
han wos jabi no janne right away but ni konye ko fo budget impact sur Gambia no la life ka and we have almost 2 million Gambians it take correct analysis results on sotolon But the last question, most of jabi no because banko la fanko bebe keso be di man secondary. Ngaji ko keso nyin ntel nyanta men do ko la 2021 kono da paso min nyanta kala ta da fu million tan sabanin fula bari kono min soto wo dasata about abanga billion mo ni lul soto so billion woro dasata la janning intervention ka tala down to 4 billion yalo be kata so saying go based on that isafu no mo len ko na economy be jikane kadun na purchasing power atalatale kadun na purchasing power kamen kafu nyoma o kono jama le kata julu jola na la julu intereso kabring men don banda and men don in the country so it's after no generally ko well it's affecting our life laftan na baluna le futa daming atije because of A, B and C but ni left a global proper assessment woni men fo nyanta kala wonya
okay honorable Sekuba Jaju janning be laynol yella pour mo le kumandirol ke ñing budget mi yalon ko wala ka droteng sango sang pour kata kananan ka falindirol mi yalon ko wala nyanta ke laji yeng mu ne notice ñim budget do mi yalon ko wadi yamira ko it is different from previous budget and nakira abe mollan balu nyaani aba falina
one follow thank you very much ko la bruka be jab but one the budget ñing ala contribution local fund to development vote has increased 65%.
Okay.
That means now, Mansakunda capital development they want to use the local fund than Kajurota. Because Mampare Kajurota, I studio development of Kuala. Like I can give an example of Ministry of Works, Mabadi is all from GLF. So that's one progressive. Alright? Two, there are so many capital projects, implement Nyama. That will be change people's life will change because neighbor can slowly move on the work so Minister of Health yemindila project mendila aning boro ko because a plan la contingent plan la for in case of any outbreak of any disease again so we have allocated that so that means they have featured and again they have featured NDP objective because it's ending 2021 when you budget will make sure that all the gaps that are remaining to NDP objective achieved the budget is coming towards us. So why
NDP mi yalon ko ya wala landi wonyama akamta la main purpose monument wala ka kodi jama so dono pandra sol block na follow attract ka bonda wolbul kana did you in any way by chance ask the minister munati na wo kodol jing imanna
you respond one COVID internationally no donor will come up to give you money because the whole world is in a pandemic. Okay. So that's one. That's one. So
I follow up.
I did a follow up on a project me approved in the National Assembly. I myself the roots. You have agriculture, you have FASTEF, you have NEMA. They are phasing now. So we have a project called Roots, which I have interest. After some time, I went to the minister. How far is the implementation and execution of that project? Because my people, I feel they can have something from here. She told me, yes, we are in the process, but COVID has delayed. So that's the best answer. Response from donors, COVID ya detailed money. Minister of Agriculture.
Okay, Lionel yala molia command loke 9947 5122 947 wala number timba kumandir lal tala dame. Hello.
Hello, Jara.
Na?
Ugo. Digital member je fenge sekbani fenge.
Madi
size. Nina kalamda nina memory on sap kuke. Watu sorota de yako because constitution man fali. Aben menon se kero mambala wala. But nim I mean for come village me say. Nina memory on sap very well. Womu come nim dictate tout tamke. Iko benefit si fa so but that time for mo benefit mo si.
Okay.
So signing atara. It took a long time. After election. Even the kalonta.
Okay.
So that calculation before the 5 years of the ban.
Okay.
Because these people, the people man they come and go, if they target for temporal, in Qatar for 5 years. Min garsa yemurna. It's a murna.
Okay.
But the Jamaat is a new to na kuru jina. Ataka fako. Gambia is between phone na ki hakilu ba.
Nyande hakilu na.
It's kilo. Vile kime say ito kama ne banku dogu ntuli min garsa vile kime say after the 5 years. Banko mo nga modos ka ngadila. Akamen for ni tan medina digital ko. Those people they are rich. And your government they are rich. So ndolo ni na reja nga fuare wal tangi ka palasol. Ni la banu na alfisa ni na banu na. At the end of the day kay na do ko de ko ka tachi after the 5 years. yite ngayla benefit ol soto dala ci wili keme sey mo be do government ko no within 30 years amo benefit
oye jakal
bitol be yaagi ni bitol kana ko ne ko itol ni ma ko over roba card bitol be yille tan bi Gambia ko no beri di wot bitol da mel soto Gambia ko
abaraka abaraka madi be la moy kan njikita be jabila ngaje safer walal
kende ke fan
ngaje safer walal
kende ke fan moy ma mel le malon
okay ako ataka mem fo walem nata ngala jini kala understand ika 800 ro mem foten akata ya mera womu two time la amanke one time
amalo ne two time ke ika pensional soto ne one time ke ka gratuity le soto anu alafu ko député dol ko soto no o député dol la jo scale aninto la scale manke clinty mo me do ko 20 years ago ala salary na pension taw kam men soto pension ani me do ko for the past 5 years ni dol la pension o kasiat pension dol bi ka dal se keme dam man soto fende fo la low scale. So pension and gratuity manke clean. Pension is 2 terms. Sanjitang. 5 years is gratuity. So anyanta wato.
Ali akatala bakela ali alawan so.
Nigerian in Gambia ako wolmu banko ritino ko ina colleague afanyame. Bankol sembo siato not nyang wala kendi ku kenyal manke no cliente. Ole menno Gambian kol mo no.
Ali sararir la falde ali alawan so la fa compagnie dol soranta.
Ka dole fo wala kendi aka Nigerian mem fo they give you 10,000. Kenya is $10,000 per month. But ni wol man kanyen symbol.
But inka ben fo wala ali salary la fa ali alawan so la fa compagnie dol
soranta. Salary la fa tan banko kana 50%.
Compagnie closed.
50%. Which company is that?
Banyan Breweries.
50% salary kafta ni banko kan.
Okay.
So man ka dipiti.
But o ma tell ko you approve alko salary la fa man sakunda ya je ko iba sustain no la nyame wala kan namo la fa ya namo la fa soronda
ya mol so 50 ya mol jo 50%.
Okay nga telephone line olta. Hello.
Very progressive.
Hello. Yeah, we're live, yeah? Sol. Abaraka.
Yalla mo na la miro lam. Antala miro comme na naso assembly adana area council be ika bakal na dele men de wala ni ko comme ko lonta dontoro abanke yimi sola na jetta dos modo yeto na jeral ko bata pakel gambe jamba ne karno ko moy ko naso assembly member made hani kulli sura manta modo ko kampa gandele karda faye amo so ko na kulli la defo di sonda ko do ke kosle fon ika yego nindol ko be de barba ka feni so this is problem ko ni chance ka lonta ay very important for the nara be jola man ngan ko ilo dara be jola
adi yo garantie la
non ko likely abe jola bes ni o don to do no ikira abe jola allo made ferro melan je di jola abe jola lo you have the parliament ana pati interest na tala personal interest na go so tan ga go personal interest mo so ko min do tala
okay
no ni do tan ma tala bango ta yana ma yalo gambe be to de ma jara billah wala tan dole no ke kalle ke ma ya ka ko ni mo be do ke bolay ke bigan ka ke non ko ma rabbe me bango ke bo ngota no mi prelon ko sometimes e to ko so bo non bango la inde de bere ko ko la inde bicho
abaraka baka abaraka honorable Sekuba a fota la dum ko natra nun ko National Assembly institutional men joko local government la bundaji ni nara nan sakontuma nyi man sakundari ngol KMC nyol man sakunda nyanta ka is it 30 million walantuma I missed the figure bari nyanda ka kodo dila a subvention pour ye fande ma ila bundal nyi ya fele ko kodol nyi man kana fo ku sifal bula rokel bari kaka dol ko kodol kal landile mo wala député ka approve le bari tel be ka soto
very good ya ngam député le do ko kala sai atu député le do ko kala atu this year is been highlighted 25% of their development budget. 25% of every local government, even development budget dalale. Yes, somebody from the Ministry of Local Government. They have to fund 25% of that. This year, Parliament, we make sure the local government committee make sure that one features in the budget and be given to them. So we meant to look at what we deal.
Okay.
About local government institutional call that's the area council and the ministry. Ye musla halbula you do okay.
Okay.
You cannot take the blame. Telling me nga depan so landie sa to tele bulake.
Ngani ta line order. Hello. Hello. Radio tela please walan to me jam fala. Hello. Ha bere ara.
Jara.
Na.
Honorable Maro.
Honorable Maro eba live. Lamin Sanyang bela.
Lamin Sanyang.
Lamin Sanyang.
Mbeyang.
Well, I think the program is very good.
Thank you.
and it is educative as well.
Okay.
Angana Keba Konto.
Okay.
Madi Sife.
And
it as well.
Okay, yeah, moi.
This good program.
Okay.
And Ngadi Pujimal Senandira, come with
okay.
Many can never understand what I'm called. If it's all Gambian on it.
Okay.
Yanyan to Sotoleko, any other Gambian on Yato. But Gambia, the only problem in Mexico. That's the reality. We are not going to so near for what I could do, like no one in the hand, so that the don't want the okay. Come on, represent. But you could loan scheme for the people. At Yamusiaka, only one for the people is sending the Bajuno in Yadi. Madia Sandako. Matakunda, it's actually a Maju. Okay. And you go 1 million every year, 800,000 every year. I'm going to go to the it's a difficult by the and Tanula. Okay. What can you want Nabanta? You only in the Jola. For the $4 was in the bank, for the money the bank, other jewelry. Okay. So when left them in Hashuru, okay.
But Honorable Ibajala ko default tricks niaje yakaje amukula de bialam ka ko matal de will be just default no le can in case of any eventuality wasika walantu ba ko ku sikeno la dole default is possible anyway. Hello. I to reality never for the right but I don't see money. Umanya natin na diyan so nasa mengiwala na budget ng ajin individual may approve ake budget. Ang budget ni is it realistic or not? Okay. Ngami da won nyanta ko mi alon ko gande be nyanta ko wala jiben bi. Comme to na budget na approve. The budget left ngaji be ni so ko. Na ko nyamuna approve. Okay. Ay minister of health mu program ni ko. Yarin kan ngana ko budget na approve ko to kodo. Na kodo di kodo. It's not all about money. It's about the program. All right. Education ngaji be program mo ngaji ko kodo ni dira. But no man can record Abaraka Baka Honorable Baro Abaraka. Thank you so much. Abaraka Honorable Sekumaro Latrikundala Deputy. But of course, default Kai Fened Mialonka. In fact, what are some of the conditions that are attached to that loan? But the nitty-gritty National Assembly la clerk we minimum administrative amty will bo be dala le ko nyanta tala nyaadi le mun nyanta kala garantie oti ni o be dal tungole ni minister of finance be nyo kalam tawla then ina start ka lonier roll out ndikata ni wona ke alba findindi la banda mol yalo what are some of the conditions attached on a manke ko onko mol kata civil servant ka loan ta janne aliaji publicity mun tole in fact the parliament is open to the media al tale ni karaoke mo mal block go to the minister of finance no kamol bay ban ki wartalal bay bantalal ya ko finte ngagnen tala no minister of finance ni karaoke alla do ko minde ka ko sele si dal bu ko fudo ngagnen tala no hello honorable is defending this bill to the latter yalla da ko way carte file yes Hako. It's just a scheme. Come on for him. Hello. Nko lural kamol bay. Naam.
Yes, Sanyang.
Mbijang korran.
Allah ka ta interest abatale no.
Abaraka, thank you.
Okay, barinte fona be min fola nati non tala jero min dinna. Dibitel mu Gambia dingolti. Komol min be du ko la nawet ñol to mol min be du ko la gamtel ñol to social security ñol. Ika do ko min ke dibitel fana bo kilingol la. Maybe fan dibitel ndala jero to fa wolta important akatambi wo dol so tala because ñunu ikallol le mek ikalwa da danye no na bilol ni na senkol na budget so la ni sen jamal so pour ye loan di la gambianul kana wu muta sente because loan manke ko yesole adu loan ni majo fombe la cordala wasi la ban fombe te mo mala fama wasi la ban but one day you must pay
for sajo okay
yeah always by force they must pay be mo mo ka loan ka isa lon ko loan ni by force ba jolal
man nin ko yo la ko julo ko ndaw mo jolal
e kana loan di la wo may important mi yanta loan di le la ni loan demand ni sa tano ba jolal no yanta di le la le
abaraka thank you
because e ka loan di mo jamal le la jang pari yalon tela député le kenya men la te kay ma ye ko do so do so so that man sa politician or anybody you cannot deputy bulele ci bokon c'est à dire ni independent auto le Gambia no lu mako la ni mom sen sota mari bi bataren ab non so do mala masto no walla mari anyanta ka bungolo amasto no aja ba chance to no lado isa mari corrupt ni no very easily
ora abaraka
bar nga believe kaman ke député fond da mat gambe do kulal be nyanta ka jibe mo be good salary sato not only saje mol suñarol ni corruption min be kering isa kala
abaraka
anin oflen jang wala budget ni yemin allocate president way ike kisi fana ya jibe ka kodo ni dundi mun tole because to my see you know ye president 600 million plus di wala almost nearly 700 million ye wodi wala ajita min ke wala so fay wol fana kuma ye wol kisi ye jibe kana ko kodo bondi doron anin fo hakala road lombang kilo mi yalan ko 1 billion plus nyanta dunna ji min ta ka ji wo you know ika 400 million bondi pour ko wodundi ji so silo ni manta complete la so nin do ko nyin kada man complete abina ti nyala le adonga so so la do ko jaban silo you know 35 million nyanta ka silo nyin da but you know do kulal mi ye do ko ki construction oni 25 million bila so at the end of the day silo nyin nyanta kala dual carrier te fo jambanjil kata ka cross kata fu malon fo satere ngbe mamuda fo mo satere ngbe nyato ji anyal tala fo je bal silo nyin mo futa jala banta ka ke single highway
abaraka thank you
no sila jamande ba gambe jamin ka do ku buka bete ay buka me
abaraka bake abaraka akamunta wato bantara ngamera last caller ni ngota drum nga finish hello please radio tala walantu me jam fala please pour nga nyoma du kare na mbijan atari andi damandenke wato men ramasiya
Allah ka dalil yare
abaraka
dari ndol gamna ko ñu fo no dron yo député ñanda ki la mo ci ñaan ka tout la baat dari ngombe de carte fay ci ndirin la
okay
ye ko de mi an ka gambe di won na fana ak de fon na fa ñu ci nit ko la baat
okay abaraka thank you kamunta wato bantala fereng Mr. Yabo kamante ko mandiro la bar wato bantala fereng honorable ala baraka bake antal fon we feel akachani njikita kabe impact shot la mol me yalan ko wala be banta event ale lonta mi yalan ko makala ngo bulandi folo bari han say ma fo condition okay ale lon approve alfon very well ka mi yalan ko makala ngo bulandi folo because conditional me nyanta la lu julo nyin kunna to la mawol je folo wa janni wo nga mula wara folo fo janni wol be fenti la wara
le last word le fa yin kola makola le fa kola nyin makola man sakunda fero min la janni ka julota banda ay silol dogum fon la kodola aka hakala min fo ko min nyane kala millions ti ite min nyane ka billions ite $1,000 no every year installment no comme banjul project nyame ini contractor diamtale nin contractor ba do ko
woni wala no di ko mo pre finance ref so ka ba banja hakalan please
I'm just giving an example I'm banjul every day we give so hakalan ko lo foytande so silo ni nin contractor diamtaw so every year is going to be an installment that we're going to pay so pour you understand kana ko okay hakalan 250 or let's say for example $210 million yola ndi jesa Ken West wo bela rinje so what asila is true what asila but a contracting inu ka kacha ake yearly installment wo yearly installment yimin kumara kono ko akodo nyimu ga banta is all locally funded.
Okay, thank you so much. Allah baraka bake ale wato menta kanana program monje really appreciated ale wato menta. I believe it was a tough program though.
Very nice and interactive.
Baraka kamunda wato bandala yes lamen isi sarodi janni ka fente.
Ya baraka bake honorable Jaju honorable Sise me alon ko yela wato be bula kana ka nyi questionol jabi nyi karoni jabiro duta nyawnya bari ngalon ko bankudi mulle kusoro jelebe mentala men duen tanyi julutala anin dibite la dogo be nyaadi mu sembele be la pour julota anin julobe jola nyaadi ngamere yo be senandile o be keta kuti malon ka betata bake ngal tendu kal jelale wato menta kana ka kafuma nyim programme wala malon ka kana le dimanche talanna ni kada fo tala woro al se kafuma soma kibarol me malon ko abinale kabo talantan ni kilin kada fo talantan ani fula
muna nyanta sama
men nyanta be o tebula
baraka bake fa sama inshallah ngana ngaten programme